People. All right, Kate, how's it going?
Pretty good. I wanted to start with number three, and then maybe we can get into five and seven if there's enough time. Number three, abortion rights. How would you define a right?
How I define a right. That's a little a right is basically like I don't want to repeat myself because I'm about to say a right is a right. But a right I would say is something that you have damn I'm using the word right again. A right is something that can't be either one can't be taken away from you or something that's granted to you by society. Like your authority, there it is, authority. That's the word I'm looking for. Authority, your authority to act, either something that's like we could say God given, or just something that society grants.
Okay, so society grants rights is what your position is.
Society can grant some rights, and some rights are like nature, like God given, like the right to defense.
Okay, so can society take rights away?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying we'll get into that in a second, but you're saying that women have a right to an abortion?
Women have a right to an abortion because they have a right to their own body. That's one of the God given things I'm talking about.
Right. So you're saying that they have bodily autonomy?
Correct.
Okay.
I think
this is full stop, right?
Yeah, full stop. I think bodily autonomy is a God. I don't believe in a God, but just for like lack of a better term, I think bodily autonomy is a God given right.
Well, if you don't believe in a God, I mean, how do you flesh that out exactly?
It's just lack of a it's just basically like lack of a better word, lack of a better term for us to use for it. Like something that's not given by society, something that you just have for being a human, essentially. That's
okay,
what God given means.
Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. To be charitable, maybe we could move a little bit beyond that, but maybe we'll revisit it. But when you're talking about bodily autonomy, full stop, do you believe that all humans have this?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Don't preamble. Just get to what your point is. What is the conclusion of your point?
Right. What is the threshold of when bodily autonomy stops?
What do you mean stops?
Let's say we have a woman that wants to have very realistic looking tattoos of child corn on her body. Would you permit that in your society that talks about, this sort of bodily autonomy?
You actually do have a right to do that. You can have child
Do you
porn on
think
your body.
that ought we do that in your society?
Ought we do that? I would discourage
Ought we
it.
be able to do that?
I would discourage it.
Though? Why?
Because number one, I find child porn disturbing, and it's promoting basically violation of the child's rights, of children's
Yeah,
rights.
but these are like drawings that like fake things. In your society, would
I
this
just find it
bodily
gross.
autonomy?
Yeah, I would just find it
Okay,
gross.
well,
So I would
I don't
discourage it. I would discourage it, but I'm not sure about making laws around it. I wouldn't be sure about making laws around it.
So you would permit child pornography in the form of very realistic tattoos in your society?
No.
Well, I think that toothpaste on pizza is very gross. So how do you flesh out what is acceptable when it's talking about bodily autonomy and when we're talking about rights?
What it promotes.
What it promotes?
Yeah. Because
Do you think that
child porn very, very clearly promotes violation of children. So why would I promote that?
Right. But you're saying that I asked you initially, would you promote bodily autonomy full stop? And you said yes, full stop.
Oh, no, then it's not full stop then.
Okay, so you don't agree with that. So when we're talking about abortion itself, since you have conceded on the right to bodily autonomy, would you say?
No, I didn't concede on the right
to
bodily autonomy. There are limits, sure. But
yeah, but you said full stop initially.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't full like. I would say there are limits. Like for example, someone said in the comments harm reduction. Like if it's going to be like reduction of harm, then yeah, I would promote like that would be the limit there. to
Yeah, I
reduce
would just
harm.
say they never leave their house. Like, let's just say they have child corn tattoos on their
Then we
body.
can't stop it, then we? Can we?
Would you be okay with that in your society, though?
If a person had child corn on their body,
Yeah, a woman tattooed child corn all over her body. In the name of bodily autonomy, would you say that we ought be able to, permit this in your society?
no, I wouldn't permit in my society because again, like it promotes harm, and I want to
No
do
one
harm
else
reduction.
ever sees it. No one.
Then I can't stop it,
person
can I?
never. Yeah, but would you say that that's okay in your society?
I wouldn't say it's okay, but I can't stop it because you're already saying that the person is never going to leave their house. So what
Why
can I do
can't you
about it?
use force to not allow people to do that?
I can't use force because she's never going to leave her house. She's in her own property. So I can't
Okay,
use
so
force,
you
can
would
I?
say that, yeah, you would say that they could do this on their own property, probably shouldn't go into public. So when we talk about abortion as a whole, would you be against people getting abortions, let's say in the elective process, just simply because, let's say, white lady hook up with black man and she only wants abortion because baby gonna be black?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
She should be able to get the abortion because baby gonna be black.
Go ahead and get it. You're a terrible
So
person.
you
but go ahead
wouldn't
and
be
get it.
concerned with number 7 then. You're not actually concerned with racism then. You don't really actually care about that?
No, I care about systemic racism. If you're,
Yeah,
if
but
you-
let's say
hold on.
a
Let,
group
let,
of
let, let,
large
me just
group-
let me just
Okay, just
explain
answer
this.
the question then.
Hold on, wait. I already told you that I am against. I said I'm against systemic racism. If a white person wants to lynch me, that's his problem. If he has the power to lynch me, then it's my problem. I'm against systemic racism. I don't care what people believe.
Right. So if the state upholds a person's right to have an abortion simply because the baby's going to be black or
We already do that.
biracial,
They already do
would
that.
you be okay with people aborting babies simply because they're going to be interracial?
Yeah, I mean, like, am I gonna be okay with it? No, because I'm against racism. But am I gonna go ahead and make it illegal? No.
Right. So just to be clear, you would be okay with a woman having an abortion
Again,
simply
I
because of the
won't.
fact
I
that
would
baby's
not be
gonna
okay
black.
with it. Still see her position as reprehensible, but I'm not gonna make it against the law.
Okay, so you wouldn't care. So how do you address number 7 if you're not truly caring about racism?
Because I already told you, I care about systemic racism.
Yeah, and so if
I don't
we
care
had a
about personal
society-
racism. If you're a personal racist, that's your problem.
Oh, okay. Why don't you care about personal racism when it deals with the, like a third party?
What I don't care about personal racism because that's your problem.
Yeah, because a baby wouldn't be personal; it would be a third party.
Yeah, because personal racism is your problem. I'm talking about systemic racism. Systemic racism is an issue.
So a massive group of, let's say white women that hook up with black guys, they left the club. They want to abort
What?
their
Hold on, stop.
fetuses.
What type of ridiculous scenarios are these? If a woman's
Well,
gonna
I
be
wanna
hold on, wait,
test your logic.
stop. If she's gonna be racist, ain't no way she's gonna be out here fucking with niggas. Like that's stupid, bro.
Why are you
She's not gonna
running
be
from
out.
what
She's not
I'm
gonna. She's not
asking
gonna
you?
be out. She's not gonna be out here.
She
Fucking
doesn't
a whole
want the
bunch of
black
black dudes.
baby.
She's not gonna be out here fucking
Yeah.
a whole bunch of black dudes if she doesn't want to. What are we talking about?
Yeah, she likes black dick. She doesn't like black babies. That's the thing. That's my question to you. How do you address number 7?
You for real?
Yeah, I'm asking you. You're not doing very good right now.
No, you're
I'd
bringing up
actually
very
argue-
stupid. You're bringing up. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
you
give me a
haven't-
second. You're
you
bringing
couldn't
up
even
very
define
stupid
rights.
scenarios. You bring up
You couldn't
extremely.
even define rights, and now we're into the abortion topic.
you're bringing up very ridiculous scenarios. This is stupid.
Why is that ridiculous?
You're
You don't think that happens?
This is very no. This is very very stupid. You're saying
Oh,
that,
that never
you're saying that
happens.
you're saying that a whole bunch of white women are gonna go out there have sex with a whole bunch of black guys for the purpose of having an abortion. This is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Bro.
Okay, let's look at the statistics right now. Would you be willing to look up the statistics?
I actually
of
have
how
something
many-
to say.
Hold up a second. I'm in the middle
Nope,
of talking.
no, I have something
So-
to say.
oh, host,
I
you
have
running
something
from
to
me?
say.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Kate,
mute you.
Kate,
I'm
be
gonna
quiet
mute
for a
you
second,
now.
babe. Be
I'm gonna
quiet
mute
for a
you.
second.
Oh,
Be quiet for a
host
second.
had
Be
to
quiet for a
run.
second.
Host had to
No,
run right now.
no, I didn't have to run. I already answered all your stupid questions.
I
Someone
didn't- I
else wants to
wasn't
talk
done.
to you. Someone
Oh,
else
your
wants to
friend
talk
wants
to
to
you.
talk.
Someone else wants to talk to you. Someone else wants to talk to you. Someone else wants to talk to you. She's gonna
you
talk
gotta
to you
run
now.
away.
I'm not.
Run
I'm not.
away.
Hey, Kate. If you continue to be an asshole, I'm just gonna drop you.
Yeah, that's just because you're scared to debate.
I already debated you, and everything you
Anyway.
said was
what are
fucking
rights?
stupid.
What are rights, host? What are rights again?
All right,
host,
shut up
just to
for a second,
clarify?
Kate. Go ahead.
Oh,
Issa.
you can't answer.
I would actually argue that a woman who
Yeah, so
would
what are
have the
rights, host?
audacity.
What are
Could you
rights?
keep muting him,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
please?
muting
mute
him.
him, mute him.
I would argue that somebody that would get pregnant just to have an abortion because a child is uh interracial
How
or
many
a
kids did you
biracial,
kill?
Be quiet.
How
one,
Okay.
many
just
of your
one,
kids did
just
you?
one,
Oh,
just one,
damn! Kill
just
the
one.
kid. Wow, we got a murderer up.
All
But
right. We're gonna go
anyway,
ahead and
so I
drop
would
Kate and move
argue.
on. Go ahead, Issa.
I would argue that somebody who would get pregnant just to have a child, just to get, just to abort a child that was biracial, would be doing that potential child a favor.
Yeah,
That's my
agreed.
argument. Because why should that child be brought into a world where this parent that has a parent that's going to hate it? And it's a woman's choice to be pregnant because pregnancy itself is damaging to a woman's body. So we should have the choice whether we want to carry something that's literally leaching off of our bodies.